Yo, what's good? Welcome into the Front Yard Fantasy Hour brought to you by FanDuel. I'm your host today, JL, joined by my good buddies, Joey Wright, Jay Felicio. We're also joined by good friend of the show, legend in this industry, fantasy sports writer at CBS. He's also analyst on Fantasy Football Today, and he's got the meats, Mr. Heath Cummings. How you doing, Heath?
I was really uncomfortable with the legend in this industry, and then I realized the industry you were talking about was fantasy sports game shows. And I think I am a legend in that industry.
True.
So I'll take it.
So humble, ever humble. Welcome in, Heath. Glad to have you back, my friend.
Hey, it's been a good day already. Rock, chalk, Jayhawk. We can all get ready to cheer for the Golden Eagles in just
I was
a little
waiting
bit.
for that, or hopefully something. No, not another Duke first round upset. We'll see.
Go ORU.
Do you have him losing in your bracket, Heath?
I really don't know. I filled my bracket out this morning, and it was a very low
effort.
I used to put a lot of time into this. I used to have multiple brackets for money.
Yeah.
And now I'm just pretty much at the point to where I start watching college basketball today.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Filled mine out this morning.
100%.
We got some people in the chat. One of these people called the Furman upset this morning on the show, and that's Simon. Simon Grunewald said, look at these four hot men. What up, Simon? Welcome in. We got Albert in here. Said, hello, everyone. What up, Albert? We got Matt. Lego. I can assume. I don't know. LG could mean anything, really.
Life is good.
Life good. Scamper said, JL, Joey J. Heath.
Do we have that cat translator already turned on? Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yep.
Beautiful.
ChatGPT is translating in real time. That says meow and cat, if you didn't know. Dame said, yo, what up? And we got some Furman fans in the chat. DJ in here. Furman. What up, Grim? What up, DJ? And what up, Geek? Welcome in. Today we got a game of poll perception for Heath here. Heath, do we determine you are undefeated on the show?
I think that we come close to determining it as we're going to. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to try it.
We're gonna go with it. So we'll
streak.
see if that's true or not. But we'll see if it can.
Tentatively undefeated on the fantasy football game show.
Just don't look it up.
Yeah, just don't look it up. All right. Before we get into the rules, I have one favor to ask. Hit that like button if you're watching on YouTube. Subscribe to FanDuel on YouTube. Or if you're watching on Facebook, hit that like button and follow FanDuel. They have fantastic content coming out all the time. You will not regret it. We are here every single week. I don't know why they keep letting us come back, but you can get all No idea. Heath, also before we get into the games, I want to ask, what free agent signing really stood out to you this week that you weren't expecting?
That I wasn't expecting.
That you weren't expecting.
Yeah, I think David Montgomery to the Lions.
That was surprising to me too.
I thought they'd have somebody else for Swift to share with, but I didn't think they'd choose to pay somebody else more money than it took to keep Jamal Williams.
Yeah.
Really, just thinking about that thought process makes me really, really nervous about DeAndre Swift.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about? I know you're a DJ Moore truther, so you excited about the move to Chicago?
I'm hopeful. I think there's a lot more upside than he's ever had at any point in his career. And I'm the guy who was way too high on him last year, and I might be that guy again this year. Listen, Fields, there's also a lot of risk too. There's probably more risk than I thought he had going into last year, because if Fields doesn't make improvements as a passer and they don't really change their offense all that much, then I don't really like it at all. But we've seen it just with so many of these young quarterbacks. They go get a real number one wide receiver and they make the leap. And that's what I'm hoping for from both Fields and DJ Moore.
Yeah. I feel the same way. The David Montgomery signing, and that one just sticks in my head. And I feel like the thing that has been really living rent free in my head, Heath, I don't know if you remember this, but I remember a report coming out that was talking about Dan Campbell not being that happy with DeAndre Swift, implying that he might not want to continue using him in the same way. How do you see that playing out this upcoming year?
Yeah, I think that he had a quote that said basically we're starting over with DeAndre Swift this year, which you could take it optimistically and think, oh, they're going to try him as a full-time running back again. Or you could take it as, DeAndre Swift really needs to do something to have a role at all because he's got nothing right now. I think there are certain organizations and coaches that if you have a hard time staying on the field, they lose trust in you. The Giants, after their free agent moves this offseason, clearly not one of those teams.
Yeah, it's
Do
very
not believe in injury prone at all.
Paris Campbell, Darren Waller, come on over.
Yeah, but it seems like Dan Campbell's really kind of lost trust in DeAndre Swift. Thankfully, he's the type of back, especially with fresh legs, that can get 11 touches and still have a good fantasy day. We've seen that a lot over the last 2 years.
Right. Yeah, he's got that explosive upside, which is why people love him in fantasy so much. It makes sense.
I'm one of those. I love me some DeAndre Swift, but it's not looking good.
And it's so weird, like the things that we value and like in running backs, and then you see NFL coaches prefer Jamal Williams and David Montgomery because they know what they're going to do and they know they're going to be there to do it.
Yeah, that's such a good point. I feel like I find myself reminding people a lot that running backs are just not valued in the NFL. Yeah. Teams don't have to pay very much to get a good running back. So yeah, it's not quite the same dynamic. All right. Let's get into our game of poll perception. I'm going to pass it off to Jay. Jay's going to be running our game today. And Jay, you got the rules?
I do. Today we will be playing something Heath has never played before, poll perception. It's a game where our contestants try to guess the public's opinion on fantasy football polls. There's 2 rounds and then a final round. During the first round, I will show the contestants a poll question. They have to guess what percentage of people chose side A. So no matter how many options there are, you're always guessing the first one. Okay. Heath, let's say you guess 17% on the first poll. JL and Joey will then get a chance to guess if they think it's over or under. If they are right, they will get 2 points. The first contestant scores points based on how close they are to their estimate. Up to 10 points if you hit it right on the nose. 0 points if you are more than 15 percentage points off. There's a little bit of mixed in there, but we won't go over that. And then for the second round, there is a extra mechanic, a way over and a way under.
We can hit that in the second round.
You don't hit that now? Okay.
Yeah, wait in the second round.
Okay. Well, let's hit it in the second round and we can go right at it. All right.
What's the order?
You can thank one Mr. Simon Grunewald for this order. He picked it. First up will be Heath. Second will be JL. And Joey, Simon said he does not like you and wanted you to go last. Those are his exact words. So,
whatever, Simon.
Yeah, I think he's just mad that you took his Bay Baker. I think that's what it is down in Tampa Bay.
Tampa Baconeers.
Yeah,
we're making it a thing.
No, we're not.
You with me, Heath?
I got you. Yeah. I'm really struggling with whether or not he's actually going to start.
Oh, you think a little Kyle Trask action?
I have
trash cans?
Really a difficult time knowing what to expect from Baker Mayfield. Again, one of the reasons I was higher on DJ Moore is I thought he was better than his reputation was in Cleveland. And then he shows up in Carolina and for half a season is the worst quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah,
and
what the heck happened?
I'm counting backups. Like he was
brutal.
Dozens of backups could have been better than he was in Carolina. And then he goes to the Rams and starts a couple of games and looks like Baker Mayfield again.
Yeah. I was so baffled. I was fully in his court the
whole
time.
It's probably been McAdoo's fault.
Ooh. Everything's been McAdoo's fault. Please don't. Let's not talk about that. Let's move on. All right, Heath, are you ready to go for your first poll?
Yeah.
All right. Heath, who are you taking in 2023 redraft leagues? A, Kyle Pitts. B, Darren Waller.
Can I get a date that this poll ran?
Yes, all these polls are within the last 4 days. This was, and I know this one.
Can I get a date that this poll was ran?
This one specifically was after the trade to the Giants.
After the trade to the Giants, okay.
So you're guessing what percentage of the public chose side A in this poll? So Kyle Pitts in this poll.
And there's no C results option.
No,
I'll go with 54%.
54%. Final answer. Go ahead.
By the way, Heath, thank you, because every time I use one of your polls in this game, I have to do the whole calculation to rule out that C result option. So I have a whole little note that's just called the Heath note.
That is awesome.
Yep. Absolutely. Got to do math, and I did not want to do any math, so we didn't have to go there. JL, Heath went with 54%. Mr. Kyle Pitts, what are your thoughts?
2023 redraft leagues makes this a little more even. So the 54% I think is a really solid line. I'm going to take the over. I think it's going to be slightly over 54%. And I think the big difference is just I don't think people are as excited. I don't think people are excited about either of these two offenses. But Darren Waller to the Giants feels like a bit more of a stretch than Kyle Pitts on the same team he's been on. And so I think people will be more confident in Pitts just because it's a bit more of what they know. So I'll go over.
Okay. Going with the over, Joey. What do you think? Do you agree? Heath gonna split the room?
Yeah, no. So when I play poll perception, I do this little thing where I just predict the number in my head. So I was like 60-40 with Kyle Pitts. So I'm going to go slightly over as well. Jail hit all the points. I don't think people have lost the faith in Kyle Pitts. Will be his third season next year. That's usually when tight ends break out. Whether it's Heineke or Ritter, we'll see. But I would still think Kyle Pitts would win this poll.
Heath, you got both of them going with the over. And let's take a look at the chat. We got some guesses in there. Dame with 77%. Geek going with 65. Mr. Scampers with 81. Albert, 63%.
I'd like to change my answer, please.
DJ with 47%. And Grimfan with 25%.
Ooh.
Well, the question was, who are you taking in 2023 redraft leagues? Side A, Heath, you said you wanted to change your answer. And unfortunately, if you would have been even worse off.
Oh, no.
50%.
Oh, no.
So you had a fantastic guess. You're within 5, so that means you get 5 points. Both of these guys went on the over, so they get 0. So you are starting this game off. Oh, wow. That's
I
beautiful.
always like to think of JL as a leader, and I should just stop thinking of him that way. I guess.
Yeah, you should. This is your mistake. I'm not sure. Not sure what led to that decision making.
And I believe the closest was going to be our good friend, Mr. DJ.
DJ.
Great job on that, DJ. And so Heath, what do you think? You still in on Kyle Pitts?
It's weird because the last 2 years I've been anti Kyle Pitts, I guess, just because of ADP. That determines whether we like guys or not. Sure. I would assume this will be my favorite year for Kyle Pitts because if only 50% of people are taking him over Darren Waller, then he's going to be a round 5, round 6 pick, and all of a sudden I'm a Kyle Pitts fan.
Yeah, I'm with you, Heath. You broke that down perfectly.
Yeah,
100%. Price.
Is he outside the top 5 tight ends now?
Yeah.
It feels like
for redraft.
Yeah, for real draft. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Ooh, does he slip into that 5th spot though? I'm gonna put Hawkinson in there. I'm gonna put Kelsey, Andrews, and there's someone I'm missing. Kittle. And then I think he slips into 5 there.
So Waller.
I would put Pitts over Waller.
Okay.
Just Arthur Smith just scares me. It just, and then who they traded for Jonnu Smith. Like, I just can't wait to see the tilting on Twitter when Jonnu Smith gets more targets in a game than Kyle Pitts, because you know it's going to happen.
No, he's not going to get more targets ever. He's going to have like 14 targets on the entire season, but 6 of them are going to be in the red zone.
There you go. Yeah.
5 of them are going to be touchdowns.
Yeah, exactly.
CJ Uzama effect.
Yep, exactly. Well done, Heath. You got 5 points on that one.
Man, played that perfectly, Heath.
Absolutely. Well done. And then we had do we want to hit that question from Mr. DJ, or we want to keep rolling?
Sure. We got Scampers in the chat said Tampa Baconeers or Kyle Trashcaneers. We got a quarterback competition on our hands, boys.
Yeah, my kids. Go ahead, Jay.
No, you can.
So my kids were yelling in the background, so I get to chime in on the Baker Mayfield news. But I went out and bought a Bucs jersey yesterday with the Baker Mayfield news. Got Caleb Williams on the back.
Nice.
I'm all ready.
I hope it's Kyle Trask, just so we don't have to hear JL say Tampa Baconeers.
Well, now I'm just going to say Trashcaneers.
That's fine. I don't know why, oddly, but.
There you go. Jay, and DJ said, Jay, how do you feel about the first round opponent for Duke? A lot of people say Oral Roberts could pull the upset. I'm one of those people. I got to beat a Duke.
I could 100% see it happening. I will say I'm excited the way that the team started to play in the second half of the season, finally got healthy. We've only lost 1 game when our entire team has been healthy. With that being said, Oral Roberts is a very good team. And especially it's a 5-12 matchup, so that automatically means it can be an upset. Those are the rules.
Haven't they gone Sweet 16 in 2 out of the last 3 years? It's an Oral Roberts. Some crazy.
I don't know. I check Sleeper. They got their nice little blurbs underneath. And I picked an upset of UNC Asheville simply because Sleeper said their craft brewing game is the best in the nation. So I picked them to the Sweet 16.
I'm going to be in Asheville next week, so it'd be really cool if they won a couple games this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Nice go out to a bar in Asheville.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Have you ever been to Asheville, Heath?
Never have.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's a cool place. It's weird. It's a cool place, though.
It is weird. It is definitely weird, but it's beautiful.
You know, as I gotten older, I like weird. I prefer weird all the time. I don't want normal people.
Yep. That's why Joey and I are on the team, right?
That's exactly why you guys are here.
All righty. Well, let's move on. Go ahead with Scamper's comment.
Scampers said, I apologize for not voting in your Twitter polls, Heath. Must keep the poll perception integrity.
Appreciate that.
That cat has a very high level of integrity. I will say that.
Yeah, it's an ethical cat right there.
Yes. JL, we're on to you. Your question. 12-team Superflex tight end premium, half PPR. Side A, 107, or side B, Trey Lance?
Oh, 107, 12 teams, 50 prem, half PPR, 107, or Trey Lance. Trey Lance feels like he's going to break this game because it feels like everybody is all over the place on him. They either want Brock Purdy to be the starter on that team and them to trade Trey Lance, or they want Trey Lance to start and they love him. 107 is Superflex tight end premium. That's pretty valuable. You're past like the main quarterbacks. It's a decent tight end draft. So I could see there being value there. I'm gonna go with 42%.
Wow. 42% side A. JL, is that your final answer?
Yes. He's wow. He's wow is biasing me. Don't let it bias you, JL. It's 42. Lock it in.
Lock it in. All right. You are not allowed to change it any longer. Coward. Joey, JL went with 42% side A, 107 pick over Trey Lance. What say you?
Yeah, so I recently made a trade in a similar league with these types of settings with the 101 involving Justin Fields. And I feel like I had to pull teeth to get it done. I got Fields, gave it the 101. There's some other pieces involved. But the 107 for Trey Lance, I think Trey Lance is a lot further down there. I think the 107 is going to win this out. I'm going to go a little bit over.
Over for Joey. Is that your final answer?
Yeah. This is tough because Trey Lance is so polarizing, like JL
Absolutely. Said. Heath, same question to you. JL went with 42%. Do you think the actual answer is higher or lower than 42%?
The reason I said wow was because I played the Joey game in my head. In my head, I had 40%.
Oh.
And so I have basically no lean at all. And
I'm glad I stuck with my answer then.
I think game theory wise, I need to go over. So I'm going to go over.
Going with over on the 42%. Now, is that your final answer?
Heath's already mastering the game. He's like dirty with the game theory. And
all right, JL, now that they have their answers in, were you think about changing it going higher or going lower?
I was thinking about going higher.
Okay.
I was thinking that maybe people are out on Trey Lance. I mean, there's enough doubt. There's a chance.
Absolutely. Well, before we get to the real answer, we've got some answers in the chats.
The chat.
Grim with a 4%.
Whoa.
Mr. Scampers with 47%.
Okay.
DJ went with a queen bee, and
my guy, let's go, DJ.
Terrible job and did not explain the queen bee to you.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So queen bee is if you think JL is 100% correct, you hit it. He hit it on the nose. You can queen bee it. You would guess the same thing as him, but it's all or nothing. Either you get the 10 points with him, or you get nothing.
Okay.
Geek with 38%, Albert with 36%. Dame with 57%.
I mean, apart from Grim, they're pretty consolidated guesses there.
Yep. Now, I will say there is somebody, I won't say if it's JL or within the chat, that is 1 percentage point off.
Ooh.
maybe I shouldn't say somebody. Maybe I should say some cat because
Oh,
it was
what did cat
Mr.
guess?
Scampers, 47%. The correct answer is 48%.
Ooh,
JL, you are 6 points off.
dang.
You get 3 points. Heath and Joey, I am sorry. Neither of you get any points.
What?
No, I thought they both picked
I
over.
was playing with you. You both got the over. You both get 2 points. I accidentally put 58 for Heath in the first round.
Wow.
Yeah, so-
impressive
yeah.
start, Heath.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Coming out hot.
There
My
we
emotions didn't
go.
play with me enough
I
today,
was-
Jay.
I was sorry, Joey. I know. Go stand in the corner. There we go. Well done, Mr. Scampers. Well done. Everybody got some points that round, so not too shabby.
Wasn't as good as Heath's round, but
Well, you know, it's
Can
the
I
reason
please see
he's
the scores?
no. While I update the scores, Joey, why don't you go ahead and tell me what you think about Trey Lance?
I don't like him, Bob. I didn't like him
Jay,
last
not
year. I know. I was calling you Bob because it just fit. I wasn't too huge on Trey Lance last year. He is slipping, kind of what Keith said about Kyle Pitts. I didn't like him a lot because of where he was going in drafts. He does seem to be slipping a lot further down, so I don't feel there's as much risk with him. But I would still rather take, honestly, in redraft, like a Jared Goff, who finished pretty much as the top 12 quarterback last year and would have been higher if some of those touchdowns to Amon St. Brown would have gone outside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Definitely.
I have a lot of Amon-Ra, and that hurt. Heath, which side do you fall on? Are you a Brock Purdy guy, a Trey Lance guy, or still unsure?
I think if I was the 49ers fan, I would 100% be a Brock Purdy guy. I think that like Kyle Shanahan's just proven over and over he can build a good team around a Brock Purdy.
Mm-hmm.
As a fantasy football guy, I don't believe that Brock Purdy is a top 25 quarterback. I think he was pretty fortunate to get the fantasy production he did last year, and I don't really expect him to improve that much. So as a fantasy football guy, I'd much rather have Lance.
what'd you see with your eyes? What did that tell you when watching Brock Purdy?
I think he's kind of just a guy.
Okay, because I think that's the part that's where I had some cognitive dissonance, where I was like, this guy shouldn't be as good and like comfortable and like have this rhythm given what we know about him. So why does he look so good in the pocket? Why does he look so good on the field? And that's what started to make me look at it. But I still just don't think that it just wouldn't make sense for them to switch to Brock Purdy, given how much they gave up. That would signify a very significant shift in strategy from Shanahan. And that to me would be almost him admitting that they made a mistake with Trey Lance.
Sam Darnold's going to be your number 3 quarterback?
Yeah.
I don't know. Bearded Sam Darnold. It's a different guy. So
Yeah.
That gives him a couple extra XP. So
Sam darn it.
I recently heard a wise man say that the best ability is availability.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's my worry with Trey Lance is he just hasn't been that available.
By the way, I'm the wise man.
Yeah, he's suck it up to the guests.
Well done, Joey. Well done. Well, through the first two questions, you were leading the way with 7 points. JL and Joey both have.
Come on, Joey, get your head out of your ass.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, Joey. JL, you had 3, not 2. Fix that real quick.
Watch out. Watch out.
Watch out.
I'm coming for you, Heath.
There we go. So an extra point for Mr. JL. And then there we go.
Did I already make my Caleb Williams joke?
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
You can again if you'd like, though.
That's good.
Okay. All right. Joey, it is your turn.
Let's go.
Who's the better NFL wide receiver? A, Hunter Renfrow. B, Jacoby Myers.
We all know the right answer.
How many Clemson graduates voted in this? Let's see. Man. This feels really 50-50. I'm going to go 49 Hunter Renfrow, 51 Jacoby Myers.
Oh, you say 4,900. I was like, what are you talking about?
Actually, I'm going to lower that down. I'll go 40-60, so 40% Hunter Renfrow.
40-60. So you went 49, then 40. So you were at 40.
Yeah, I dropped it down.
Final answer?
Yeah, that feels about right from what I've been seeing in the old Twitter.
All righty. 40% is your final guess. Heath, we will roll to you. Side A is Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah, this is one of those where I'm trying to do the math because this is my poll, I think, and there was a see results option on it. I'm not sure. I'm very very confident that Hunter Renfrow was in the 30s on that poll.
I may have lied and said that I didn't have any C results because this is your poll. That is correct.
Okay.
Wow, nice.
I'm going to go under, but I'm not confident in the C results calculation.
I'm feeling good
And
about my
I
guess.
think he's right. I think he's going to get some points here.
JL. Heath went with the under. Joey's guess was 40%. Tried to trick you. I tried to switch a little bit of the order on you and see if I could throw you off, but that obviously did not.
He's like, I recognize
Yeah.
my work anywhere. That apostrophe, that's all mine, baby.
JL, Joey's guess was 40%. Heath went with the under. What would you like to go with?
If you had asked me this, or we were playing this game 3 days ago, I would have answered on the Hunter Renfrow side. But there's a single poll that just rocked my entire world, just destroyed any sort of foundation of trust or confidence that I had in my own ability to evaluate the public sentiment on Hunter Renfrow, because Jacoby Myers is loved on Twitter, I've learned.
Yes.
Dave Kluge put out a poll, and it was who's a better NFL wide receiver, and it was Juju Smith-Schuster, Jacoby Myers.
Yep.
And Jacoby Myers won by a lot, and it was a very big sample size. So I'm going to take the under with Heath. I'm going to just follow that wave because I have no idea.
So you are going with the over or the under?
Under.
Under.
Yep. I'm tailing Heath here.
All right. Let's see what we have in the chat for some guesses. Hopefully people didn't go look up the answers while we were sitting here. Dame with 35%. Mr. Scampers went with 33%. Albert, 45%. Geek with 52%. Grim Fan with 39%. DJ with 28%. And Mr. Scampers says his is per sources. So
Per sources.
That makes me think Mr. Scampers looked it up.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah.
And
Or he's got someone who looked it up.
That is true. Scampers makes a good point, though. Says Juju is hated, though. Hunter Renfrow isn't hated. Yeah, that is.
100 Renfrow.
Oh, 100 Renfrow. Excuse me. I misspoke. Well, Joey started off with 49%, went to 40%. Do you think you cost yourself points, or do you think you gained yourself points?
I think I gained myself points.
You are wrong. You cost yourself points because it was 47%. Hunter Renfrow.
Whoa.
Yeah, and it was after
Followed my heart.
Yep, it was 47%, not including the I had to do a little bit of math, and it was Had to,
But I got points.
Yep.
This is the Arthur meme with the clenched fist. That's how I feel right now.
Yep.
Oh, but they didn't get any points.
Right. So Heath and JL did not. Joey, you got 3 points. So well done on that.
Heath, was that on purpose? You're just trying to throw me off the trail?
No. I really I screwed that one up. I said I go, but I don't think that the C results probably made the difference. I have to go back and look at the poll now, because I really thought he was in the 30s. He must have made a comeback.
He was
came up late.
43%. Without the C results, it was 43% Hunter Renfrow, and then there was a 7.7% of C results. So after the math,
all right,
bumped him up a little bit. So yeah. So
shout out Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah, and let's see who got what was it? 47. I believe Albert was the closest with 45%. I don't see anybody else even closer. So nice job,
Nice, Albert.
Well done. Now JL is the resident Clemson fan. What are your thoughts on Hunter Renfrow this year for fantasy purposes?
I like him. I think Hunter Renfrow is probably going to be one of the most consistent wide receivers that we have for fantasy. Just in general, he creates opportunities. He's a very good football player. And I think a lot of people, a lot of the situation before, I think the biggest factor against him has been the competition around him. Now he's got Devontae Adams, but Darren Waller's gone. I think Hunter Renfrow's spot in this offense is secure. And so as long as he's healthy, solid wide receiver 3, wide receiver 2 numbers.
Yeah. I think unlike Clemson's spot in the NIT, Hunter Renfrow's spot is completely secure.
Whammy.
Ouch.
I will say I do think that Clemson should have been over NC State, but that's another
Yeah,
conversation.
It's hard to
for
make that
another day.
argument
Yeah.
now.
Well,
No,
that's
it's
true.
definitely hard to make that
Yeah, that's
argument
true. That's true. All right. Well, through one round, Heath, you are leading the way with 7 points. Joey, you jumped over JL with that last question. You were at 5. JL, you're sitting at 3, but close game, anybody's game. And like I was saying earlier, Heath, we do add a new rule going into the second round.
Okay.
We now have way over and way under. So basically, let's say JL guesses 75%. You think he is way over. You can guess way over. That means he's more than 15 percentage points over. Now, if it's 14, if it's less than 15, but he's over, you don't get any points.
Okay.
But if he's 15 or more, is it right on the nose, JL? I don't remember. If they
No,
get it
it's-
right on the nose, so it's got to
inclusive.
okay. Then you get double the points. So
Okay.
a little double or nothing action, but
But the over and under, if it's 17, I still get the 2 for my over.
yes,
and under.
yep, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a double or nothing mechanic. So if you think the line is set way off, you can go for 4. But if it's not way off, if they're within 15 percentage points, you're going to get 0 points.
Okay.
And you can
All
still
right.
choose over under. It's just 2 additional options now.
All right. Heath, your second question. Who would you rather have in Superflex Dynasty? A, Jordan Love. B, Butter Noodles himself, Mr. Mac Jones.
And when was this
my
poll taken?
God.
I can tell you, give me just a second. I will pull it up. It
This poll.
was yesterday.
Can I ask for help from the comments? I have no idea.
So
I'm
this
gonna-
was yesterday evening. So it was after he
after
went
the
on,
Okay.
Yep. after McAfee, after Juju signed with the Patriots. So
I'm gonna assume that people are more excited about the mystery box. He could be anything, even Mac Jones. And I think that's probably. I think it's more than 55. I'm gonna go with 65.
65%. That's your final answer?
Yeah, I think so.
All righty. 65% it is. JL. Heath went with 65 on the Jordan Love side. Which way are you going to go?
Oh, man. I kind of want to go way under. That would be 50%, right?
Yes.
Oh, my God. How do people feel about Jordan Love?
Remember, this is Twitter, so nothing makes sense.
That doesn't help at all.
Exactly.
All right. I'll go with way under.
Way under.
Yep.
Wee. All righty. The first way over or way under of the game. Joey, are you going to follow suit or where are you headed?
So I think Heath's guess is really good because I don't think people like Mac Jones. I think they like the mystery box.
Mac Boats.
I'm going to queen bee this. I want to be the first one to get the queen bee, and I feel pretty confident in Heath's answer. But also for game theory, I need to stay close to Heath, and I think JL is wrong. So we'll both get 0 if I'm wrong.
All right. All
So,
right.
I
Well,
followed him once before, and he led
And
me into
right into the
a sea
shredder.
of swords.
did not work out well.
Come on, buddy. It'll be good.
Let's look at the chat for the guesses. Grim went with 44%. Mr. Scampers went with 69%. Nice. Geek Hippie, 38%. Dame, 88%.
So nobody else knows either.
Woo, nobody has a clue, so we're not the only
Whoa.
ones. It's all over the place. Albert
Dave's got
went
to be
with
right.
62%.
Good guess, Albert. Good guess.
62.
DJ went with way under.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, Joey,
Yeah.
you want to be the first person to hit the queen
I'm
bee.
not going to be it because that's how you're
You're
saying
not going to be
it.
it.
Yeah.
But Heath, you had a pretty good guess. 70% was the actual answer.
Dang.
Within
That's-
5, you get another 5 points.
Oh, boy.
I would have
Yeah.
taken the under, so I'm not even mad. Like
Yep,
if I hadn't taken
right.
the way under, I would have
That's-
still got 0.
That's
so.
when it hurts, when you cost yourself a few points. But you
Yeah.
took your shot. It is what it is. So
Yeah.
I probably would have gone under, so I would have got a 0 anyways.
Whew, this game is quickly getting away from us, Joey.
yeah, I guess you were right. Calling Heath a fantasy football game show legend over there.
Undefeated.
It's like he does
It's
this for
not
a
over
living or
yet.
something. I don't know.
He's spent many a time on fantasy Twitter. So
way too much. I was telling my wife, like I'm in that mode. It's like I get sometimes on Sundays because you don't know when the news is going to break.
Yeah, you're just
And
looking.
so it's just
sitting there refreshing.
scrolling.
Yeah.
yeah.
And seeing the same opinions. Oh,
Yeah, it's the 15th
really not
opinion on Alan Lazard.
Yeah.
No way. You think he's going to be good? Cool.
It's at least good to add some to the mute list. That's the one good thing about that. Well, after that, Heath, you added an additional 5 points.
Yeah.
No points for JL and Joey, but it's
Come on,
still anybody's game. Got plenty
JL,
of time.
Can you play that womp, 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 womp sound? There it is.
It's played with so much emotion. You can just really feel feel the despair.
We need to get the prices right. When you get the wrong, the boom, 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 boom. We need that one on there next time. All righty, JL, we are on to you. Do you have any comments that we need to touch? And yes, before I move on, Scampers, right
Pub
after this
trivia.
show, pub trivia with the one and only Mr. Joey Wright.
And
Simon, go ahead, make the big
And my
announcement.
brother Tim is going to be on.
Tim
Not really my
Minshew.
brother, but feels like
Close
it.
enough. And I
Yeah.
believe the chat cat was the closest again with 69%. So well done.
Nice.
Well done.
Chat cat.
The chat cat. JL, are you ready for your next question?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit this one exactly right.
All right. Well, I hope you know Kenneth Walker.
Oh,
Kenneth
I do.
Walker value check.
Go way
Superflex
back.
PPR settings. Side A is said Kenneth Walker. Side B is J.K. Dobbins and a 2024 first round pick. That is all the context that we have.
Superflex,
Yes.
PPR,
Yes.
and it's a first round pick next year. First round pick's valuable.
Especially
Kenneth-
next year, it's always more valuable than this
So
year.
yeah, it's like wine. It gets more valuable the earlier you have it. I'm gonna go. I think Kenneth Walker is going to win this because I don't think Dobbins in the first this year even maybe gets this done. So I'm gonna go Kenneth Walker. I'm gonna follow in the footsteps of my good friend Heath here. I'm gonna go 65%.
65%. Is that your final answer?
Mhm.
All righty. Joey, I know you don't like to follow JL, but how do you think he did? You think think you're going to risk another queen bee, or where are we headed?
No, I think you put up a good answer. Man, I think Kenneth Walker's going to win this slightly over, so I'm going to go over.
Over.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Yep.
All righty. Heath, Joey went over on JL's answer of 65%. How are we feeling?
Not great. I mean, it obviously helps to have a little cushion, but I don't have any clue how people are valuing Dobbins right now. And the 2024 first is like there's a certain percentage of the population that's going to take that in a lot of deals. I think I'm an under here, even though I think it's probably the wrong play.
Okay.
But I'm going to go under.
Final answer.
Yep.
All righty. And Joey, Mr. Scampers, went ahead and said your joke again for you, so just roll that through your head. Good to go. We love that chat cat. All right. Question was, which side would you rather, Kenneth Walker or J.K. Dobbins in a 2024 first? Joey, you're correct. JL did have a pretty good guess. It was actually 59%
Ooh.
Kenneth Walker. So you were just missed those extra 2 points. You got 3 points, JL. Joey, you get 2. Heath, first time this game, you did not get any points this round. So
No,
No,
he
you're wrong.
got it. Yeah, it's reverse.
Yeah.
I got it
Okay.
wrong. Heath got it right.
I can't do that. Was not a joke. That was me not doing simple math again.
Well, the
So-
sound still worked.
Yeah.
though.
So Joey,
Yeah.
you
It
don't
was
get me
just-
points.
It was just for you.
It's for me. One more time, JL. Just hit it for me.
There you go. Hilarious.
There
Wait,
we
wait,
go.
are people laughing at me?
No, me, because I
Oh.
messed it up.
Joey just desperately wants the laugh track.
He does.
He
It's
just
not like a
seeks,
joke.
seeks
Yeah.
the approval of the people people on the laugh track.
Hooey, Heath, my friend, you are you're lighting it up.
What's the score?
I'm doing the simple math right now on your handy dandy table that you made that adds it up for me. So thank you for that.
Mhm.
All right. So
EJ said Charleston lost to SDSU 63-57. Upset alert.
I think I might have picked that. I
I
don't remember because I did exactly what Heath did this morning and just start picking games.
So
Nope, I picked Charleston.
SDSU was the 5 and Charleston was the 12, right?
Yeah, I picked
Charleston was the 12. Yep.
I was telling Simon earlier today. I always pick every bracket. I pick all the 12s. Other than the Duke game, I couldn't do it. But
No.
so I'll take that.
Man, that whole little section there. I think a whole lot of people are gonna have that wrong. The Furman winning. Furman's going up against Charleston in the next round.
Oh, that's so awesome. That's what makes the tournament so much fun.
No,
Yeah.
Charleston lost, you said. Did Charleston
Oh.
win?
No, Charleston lost. That's why I was confused when he
Okay.
said upset alert.
Oh, that makes sense.
Wait, so the
See.
12 didn't win? I'm so
12
confused
lost.
right now. Oh,
12,
okay.
12
Where
lost, yeah.
are we? Like, I'm.
All right. So with one question left before we get to the final round, Heath has 14 points. JL has 6. Joey has a 5-er.
Nice.
Still with
We
anybody's
got
game.
this. Hey, if we get it exactly right, Joey, we're back in it.
I've done it once before. I hit 2 in a row.
Do it again.
Don't forget you got the way over and the way under too, so you can anything can happen. All right, Joey, your question. Let's take that
Yes.
down. Do the Bears add a running back better than David Montgomery? A is yes. B is
Okay, this is interesting because they did add Travis Homer, I believe.
Yes.
So
Please say
I don't
Travis
believe he
Homer's
is
better than
as
David.
good
Please, I beg of you.
There is a very on Twitter. There's a lot of belief that the Bears may draft Bijan. So I'm gonna lean into that belief, and I would say Bijan Robinson is better than David Montgomery. I think everyone else would agree with me on that. So I am going to go. I do like Herbert though. I'm going against myself and everything I was saying last year. I'm gonna go 63% yes.
63% yes. Joey, is that your final answer?
Yes.
Hey, Joey, and I gotta say, I know you said that Bears fans keep saying that Bijan is going to go to the Chicago. I feel like every single team I've seen mocked at least once with Bijan. Everybody.
Really?
Like I've seen the Cowboys, I've seen people say the Eagles, seen the Giants, the Bills, everybody. So I think everybody just wants Bijan because he's such a talent. But I'm
It's
with
the
you.
same as Lamar.
Yeah,
It's like everyone's like, man,
Yeah.
I would love to see Lamar on the Falcons, or
I
I'd
mean-
love to see Lamar on this team. And it's like, yeah, of course you would.
I would have rather gave up the picks and gave Lamar the contract than pay Danny Dimes, but that's just me.
It's fair.
Heath, Joey went with 30. Where are we at? No, man, I just cannot read today. Joey went with 63,
63%.
not 36.
63.
For yes, the Bears will add a running back better than Mr. David Montgomery.
I'm sorry, the cat. You've heard about like cats getting distracted by things. The cat in the chat distracted me
Distracted you from
because
things.
he said
Peer
Minshew
pressure.
to the Colts,
Did it happen?
and
Official?
it actually happened.
No way.
Whoa.
No way.
Yes.
That's
We
actually
have
really
you for
fun.
this.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
Oh, I'm super, super excited for the next month and a half of thinking
Yeah.
he's going to be a starting quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, what are the chances?
I'm going to rank him so high.
Oh
like
man, that
6
sounds so
weeks.
fun if they actually stick with that. If Minshew is the starter for the
Yes.
Colts going into the season, I am going to be full Colts fan all season.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I'm all in.
Yes.
Well, they have the fourth pick.
He's coming to the press conference like a full-on Cowboys,
Yes.
like a cowboy outfit, like the hat, the boots,
Yeah.
everything.
Assless chaps. I mean, everything.
Yeah, well,
He might ride a horse into the. Like, it might happen, guys.
I love it.
I'm going to be disappointed if he doesn't at this point.
a horseshoe face tattoo, maybe.
Yes.
I'm
He's
here
so
for
great.
life.
I mean, he'll definitely have a horseshoe because he'll come in with a handlebar.
Oh, you think
Yes.
he'll give the extra
shave
little
it
like
into
a
the
little bit?
logo?
Yes.
Please
Have
shave his
the little
mustache and the
dots.
logo.
You know
he will.
Oh,
Some-
God.
Let's go tweet at him right now. Make sure it happens.
Yes. So happy.
I want
for
this
him.
too
That's
bad.
fantastic.
I don't even remember what's happening right now. Honestly.
So 63% was the guess. I think this
Yes.
question combines a couple of like Twitter isms. There's a segment that really thinks David Montgomery is actually bad, and it's even worse that he breaks all those tackles because he's never running fast because he's breaking tackles. Which it might be because there's 4 300-pound men in the backfield every time he touches the ball. But there's a bigger segment I think that really has these backup running back vibes and really thinks Khalil Herbert's a top 12 running back in the current situation, and they want that to be true.
So badly. They want it so badly.
And so they would vote no.
They would.
So I am going to go with the Queen Bee.
Woo-wee. Queen Bee.
If Heath hits this, I'm going to
This will
scream.
Minshew with a starting job and the Queen Bee all in like a 5-minute span.
That's
Like,
too
this
much.
is Heath
That's too
Cummings'
much, Heath.
day if it happens.
I'm getting out of the industry if this happens. Do the Bears had running back better than David Montgomery? 63%. Heath went for the Queen Bee. Am I a coward? That's the question. Queen Bee.
Woo! Double
Let's
Queen
go.
Bee. All right. I love
We're all
it.
getting 0. Oh wait, no, I can still get points.
No, actually, I don't want to ruin. If this is Queen Bee, I don't want to ruin Heath's glory.
Oh, it wouldn't bother me at all. I just did it so he couldn't score a bunch of points.
Oh, so we're all just double stacking.
He just
stacking on
walked
Joey.
right into his
Oh,
trap.
dunk on Joey.
Yeah, he
Oh,
doesn't care. He
all right,
doesn't
let's
care.
ride.
He
Queen Bee,
wants
let's
to
go,
win.
Heath.
All right.
Right.
All 3 of us on that horse, or all 4 of us with Minshew.
I love it. And Mr. Scamper said, a horse in jorts? Yes, absolutely. Can you do chaps in jorts, like jorts chaps?
That's what I'm wearing right now. So yes,
Oh,
you can.
good. Okay, good deal. And Simon said he's going to attach horses to his camper bus. Who needs an engine? That's a great
needs
Is
an
he still
point.
living outside that Planet Fitness?
I hope so. Have you seen this story? That Gardner Minshew he has an old bus, like prison bus or school bus that he lives out of.
Yeah, I think it's 100% true.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I think it sounds
no
like a lot
doubt.
of fun.
Yeah, he parked it in like at the Eagles facility this year, right? And was working out at
Yes.
the facility. That's
God, I
fantastic.
love him.
I hope the final poll perception question is how many beers do Gardner Minshew and his dad crush on a Sunday together?
Pre-game.
It's like it's the number. I don't even know what it's like.
Well, Grim went with the Queen Bee as well.
Oh my God.
Let's see. Albert went with 45%.
Oh,
Mr. Scampers went with 73%. And Dame said she has never wanted anything more than a Queen
Come
Bee
on, Queen
right
Bee.
now. Well, Joey, you said nobody's going to score any points, and you were correct. Not a single one of you got any points. It was 36%.
I feel
that's what I said. 36.
Nice try.
Remember?
Nice. You almost got me there for a second there. Now
feels
you
like we all
flip-flop.
climbed on each other's shoulders and immediately fell.
Yep. Like,
I don't
we're
know.
gonna do this. We're gonna get it. We're gonna do this. And nah, that ain't
Yeah,
happening.
I feel pretty good about the result of this.
All right. Well, going into the final round, the score is Heath with 14, Jo with 6, Joey with
still win.
5.
We still,
One
Still
of
win.
if
still a chance.
if one of you guys get it right on, you can still come back and beat Heath. Well, in typical Simon fashion, I did not tell Heath to bring a pen or paper. Do you have anything you can write with, or your phone? You can put a
I
percentage.
have I have a yellow or yellow.
grab my phone.
This is pink, a pink highlighter, and I have I've got something to write on here.
There you go,
What-
Simon.
what
I hope
other-
I'm doing you proud by
My
forgetting to do
tax
that.
forms. I probably shouldn't use that if I have to show it on.
I thought you were going to say I have orange. I was like, I mean, yeah, you could write on orange if you want.
Just peel that bad boy off after.
So I'm just gonna write on the back of something. That's okay, right? No, here we
Yeah.
go.
This new freeform app on the iPhone is not
Dude,
good.
that's exactly what I pulled up for the very first
Yeah.
time to use in this context, Joey. That's
Yeah,
a funny
so- Don't try to turn it to do landscape because it just it makes it all wonky. Just hold it up straight.
okay.
All
I wasn't
right.
gonna.
Everybody ready?
Yep.
For the final poll, who wins the AFC East next season? A is the Jets, B is the Bills, C is the Dolphins, and D is the Patriots. And this was, I will tell you when the poll was posted. It was yesterday at 1:30. So it was after the Aaron Rodgers news dropped.
Are the closeness results the same, like the points for this round, or is there a different scoring?
No, there is different scoring. Give me just a second. I've got it right here. Unless JL, you want to go over
Yeah,
it?
I can tell you. So
Okay.
the person with the closest guess is going to get 5 points. If any contestant gets exactly right, you're going to get 10 points. And if either or two or more contestants have the same guess, you'll share in the reward or lack of reward.
Okay.
So the only way you can lose, Heath, is if one of these two fine gentlemen are able to hit it right on the nose. And it has
Thank you for
happened
calling
before.
me.
But if
Thank
I
you
get
for
it
calling me
within,
fine.
so it doesn't matter.
If
how
you're
close I am
closest,
then.
you win. Yeah,
If
yeah,
you're yeah. If neither Joey or I hit it exactly right, you win.
right. Yeah, basically, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The odds are in your favor. Heath.
Are so much in your favor.
Very much.
So much. All right,
You
I got
guys,
mine.
you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Before we do, we got Alice in the chat said, "Came for the Heath, stayed for the game." Man, that should be a slogan.
Yeah,
Thanks.
That should be our
t-shirt.
slogan.
You should get CBS to make some shirts like that.
Yeah.
Stay for the Heath, stay for the
We're
game.
gonna add the in there that JL added.
Stay for the Heath.
just it. There we go. All right. All right, gentlemen. Let's see your answers.
Oh my
Heath
God,
with
Joey, I hate you.
12%. Joey with 30. Thank you for writing it out too. I wasn't sure what that number was. I know I've struggled a little bit today. So,
I also
29.
drew a smiley face because I'm happy.
oh, it's because you're hanging out with your friends.
No, it's because it's almost over.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. All right. And in the chat, before I reveal the answer,
Sorry, hold on. Simon said, "Yeah, JL, don't turn it. Just hold it up straight. We went over this in Vegas." You're right. I'm sorry. I always forget.
it happens. It happens to the best of us,
I
especially
don't
when you
get
get
it.
older.
Yeah.
Grim fan with the 65% Jets. Are you all right?
Wait a minute.
Dame
It took me
said
a minute.
a four-way tie. So Dame is guessing. Thank you for coughing right in the mic, Joey. I appreciate
I was
that.
trying to.
Four-way tie for Dame, 25%. Mr. Scampers went with 37. DJ with 75. And Simon said that was beautiful, Joey, because you get to hang out with Simon in 10 minutes is why you're happy. All right. Well, the only way that any of you fine gentlemen will win and take over Heath is by hitting it directly on
29 or 30. 29 or 30.
the answer is 36.
Ah, no.
Heath. You have won.
Dang it.
Once again, Heath wins, coming on this show,
Good job, Heath.
winning a game.
Oh.
Well done.
Dang you,
I'm
Heath.
pretty embarrassed about my final round performance, and also shocked that 36% of people. Was this poll posted in like a targeted audience?
So-
People from New York voted.
The science behind it is I think a lot of people did not vote for the Patriots, which left 33, 33,
Yeah, what's the
33.
breakdown?
Yeah. Can we hear the breakdown, Jay?
But so they, in that case, people are saying that the Jets are kind of the favorite.
I would imagine the Dolphins are probably with the Aaron Rodgers news, I would imagine the Dolphins behind the Jets, which I don't know if I agree with. The Dolphins have really been building something.
Yeah,
What's the
I would
breakdown,
say the
Jay?
Bills have like 45%.
I screwed up.
Oh no!
wow.
What?
Did you fix the math taking the Patriots out?
No,
Okay.
I just copy and pasted, and 36 was the last one, and also not the final, but Heath, you still win. It was actually 10% Jets.
What?
Boom!
10%
What?
Jets. 74% for the Bills, 14% for the Dolphins, and 2% for the
Yo,
Pats.
we got some overconfidence on the Bills, guys. Come on, 74%.
Yeah, that's
That's wild.
But I think you have to think of it this way. No one's saying there's a 74% answer or 74% chance.
They're choosing the
But
Bills. as
none
the
of
highest.
us would pick the Jets to win the AFC East. I assume.
no.
They'd be 0% in this.
I would consider it.
Oh, okay.
I think they're sniffing at the heels of the Bills. I think the Jets are going to be coming back strong in the next couple of years. But
So now
you're
you're
right.
adding
You're right. I
Rodgers
still
helps.
would put the Bills at the top.
Right. So
Yeah,
I'd pick
Yeah,
Dolphins over Jets at this point.
I would too.
yeah. Although I think it's a lot closer. So yeah, even though I messed up the final answer just a little bit, Heath, you are still the winner. Well done.
Well
Still
done,
undefeated.
Heath. I thought it was going to change the result by how you said that.
No, thank
That
God.
would've been
it
great.
didn't.
That would've been
That would have been fantastic. So I had 19 points.
five on top of the. I don't know what you ended with.
Yes. Yep.
Before
14. Yep. 14
Dang.
and 5.
So it's
I
19.
really wanted
Nine-
to beat you, Heath.
6 and 5.
Steve Harvey.
JCRB Felicia.
Need that sweet little mustache.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, as always, it was my pleasure
Oh,
to come on this show.
Heath.
So are you guys going to come up with another new game for me to try next time?
Yeah, we got plenty.
We got to
got
come up with
plenty.
something.
Yeah. Heath, this was an absolute pleasure having you on again, hanging with you, playing pole perception, and it only hurt my feelings a little bit that I lost.
I love Mr. Scampers.
Me
Heath
too.
won even harder.
We all do.
Heath won even harder.
It's you guys do a phenomenal job of putting together a really, really fun show, and it's my favorite show to be a guest on. So thank you.
That means the world.
Aw.
Yeah, means a
Thank
lot
you
to
so
us,
much
and
for
we appreciate
making time
you.
for us once again.
If you aren't already, make sure you are following Heath. He puts out the best polls, and they all have C results on them, every single one of them. Add Heath Cummings Sr. right there under his handsome face. Heath, I'm going to design a game just for you.
Yes.
Next time you're on, it's going to be the Heath game. Just you wait.
The Heath game.
The Heath game.
You need to do some research, find out things I'm really bad at.
And so that I can win.
Yep,
So I can
we'll do
stack
that.
cards
And,
against
you know,
win.
I'm always going to remember that I was on this podcast when I heard that Gardner
That's
Minshew was
true.
back as a starting quarterback.
I
We're
honestly,
all-
I
Future
felt,
MVP, Gardner Minshew.
I felt really special because like that's big for you, Heath. So I'm excited.
12
That's big for us
years
now.
from now, when Gardner Minshew is retiring, I'm going to remember.
So we all have to get Gardner Minshew matching tattoos now, right? With like the horseshoe
It's
mustache.
it's just the mustache.
Just the
nothing else.
mustache.
I think a jersey is acceptable.
Yeah, okay.
Jersey.
T-shirts that look like a jersey.
Yes,
I think I'll cover it.
that works. We'll let Simon get the tattoo because you know he'll do it.
It's like a tri jersey: Jaguars, Eagles, Colts. His dad wears it to every game.
It's like one sleeve is a different color, and then the middle is.
All right, that's gonna do it for this show. Coming up right after this, we got the pub trivia, fantasy football pub trivia with Joey, Tim, and Simon, where you get to play trivia. You are the contestants, so hop in there, play along with us. As I said, make sure you're following Heath on Twitter. Fantastic follow, and check out their show over at CBS. It is fantastic, and you could probably find Joey commenting in and around there, just living there. So, and if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to FanDuel on YouTube, follow them on Facebook and Twitch. Until 10 minutes from now, we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
See
Go
you in a
do.
few.
Oh, I forgot the outro.